Kethevane Gorjestani, who's our reporter covering the Trump campaign for us in this election. She's in West Palm Beach, not far from Donald Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago. Kethevane, look, I know you spent the evening with supporters of Donald Trump. You were there when that news was starting to come in that he had done very well. Give us a sense then of the mood among his supporters there.
Ecstatic is probably the word that best describes it. And it was clear from early on in the evening that Trump supporters were extremely confident about those results. And as the night went on, you could see them gathering on the sides of the road outside of the convention center where the big Republican watch party was taking place. People who were not invited inside, but who wanted to maybe catch a glimpse of Donald Trump's motorcade arriving at that convention center. Of course, the people inside the venue were waiting for that speech, that victory speech by Donald Trump. And when that speech was over, people started trickling out, and we were right there speaking to those supporters coming out of that event. And everyone said basically something along the lines of, "We just witnessed history. We are so happy we got to be there to see Donald Trump be reelected." I also spoke to one young woman who was voting for the first time, who voted for Donald Trump, and said she was so happy to have had her first vote bring Donald Trump back to the White House. But that was really the mood all around, saying that now we're going to be able to get America back on track, make America great again, as Donald Trump's slogan has been all through these weeks, months, and even years, of course. But really everyone there, of course, as you would expect, extremely happy, extremely relieved also, because they felt that the country was going in the wrong direction. And now they believe that because their candidate won and will be back in the White House, they have hope for the future, hope that Donald Trump is going to do exactly what he said during the campaign that he would do. And that was what he said during that speech, concluding that his motto for his next term would be promises made, promises kept.
Well, let's talk then a little bit, Kethevane, about what happens next year when Trump gets back into office. Give us a sense of what you think his first priorities will be, keeping in mind that he will have a Republican Senate behind him and maybe the House as well.
Look, Donald Trump in his speech laid out basically the three main elements that he wants to tackle, and that was really what his campaign was all about. The first one is the economy, make America competitive again, reduce inflation. He was telling Americans, I'm going to make your life better. This is my goal. The second one, of course, secure the border. Immigration was a huge issue for Donald Trump during this campaign. He was talking about how he would set up the largest deportation plan in the history of this nation. He said that he would work to go through with that and to secure the border. But there's also security. He said that he wants to make America safe again. Of course, pointing to the crime, he says, is overrunning this country, and he wants to bring back security and safety to American towns. So these are the three elements. And of course, for that, he needs a Congress. And one of the sides of Congress, the Senate, is now in his pocket. So he will have a favorable Senate. That is important not only for his policies to put in place over the next 4 years, but that is also going to help him appoint new judges the way he did when he was first in office, appointing federal judges back to back throughout his term. The other thing to look out for, and it was mentioned in the story you played before, the Supreme Court. There are two aging conservative Supreme Court justices, and the expectation is that at least one, maybe two of them might be replaced by the next president, therefore by Donald Trump, which means that that could secure the conservative, super conservative majority in the Supreme Court for at least one, maybe two generations of the future of the United States. Now the Democrats are looking at the House to see if Donald Trump will be working with a full-blown Republican Congress, or whether the Democrats will have some sort of check to his power in the House. The results in the House, though, for now are way too close to call. That could go either way. It might take a few days. It might take a few weeks to know exactly who will gain the majority in the House. But the expectation is that whoever wins the majority in the House will have a very slim majority. But if it's a Republican majority, Donald Trump will have free reign, at least for the next 2 years, until the next midterms.
Kethevane Gorjestani reporting for us there from West Palm Beach. Thank you very much indeed.